Jet 538. Turn right, Mike 3. Mike, you going to signature 1 today?
Mike 3,
traffic, 1.5 up.
Sorry about that,
Mike 5,
Man with a camera.
Mike 5, hold short 1.
Charlie, 1,900, wondering if we could do $9 Skyline Turkish.
Cherokee 9358 Charlie, Love Tower, wind, altimeter 3026, indicates 1,900, clear to price above airspace, and proceed inbound for now.
All right, we've finally made it. Sorry about the delay, everyone. We are live at Dallas-Fort Worth. Not Dallas-Fort Worth, but we are live at Dallas Love Field. I'm all cattywampus tonight. We are going to bring you a show from the west side of Dallas Love Field Airport. And the reason is that I'm expecting South Flow to end this evening. It's been that way at DFW all day long, and usually we like to be there in South Flow at night. Tonight, however, the wind is supposed to shift around, and we'll get North Flow if the forecast is correct. And what that means is for us that the planes here at Love Field will be coming in over downtown Dallas, which always is nice to see. So we'll see if that happens. And so we welcome you to this delayed edition of Runway DFW. Here's what happened to me tonight. I was so I'm trying to put that on there. Hang on a second, I got to do some things here. Okay. I have this other job, and it involves running a TV station website.
9358 Charlie, I don't have any departures right now. Counterclockwise turns are approved. Do you know where American Airlines Center is?
Clockwise approved, and no, I don't know where.
I think I'm listening to the right channel. Let me make sure
What
here.
about Reunion Tower?
This is the Dallas Love Field Tower we're listening to.
So pretty much counterclockwise turns, and gonna go south of Reunion Tower, east of downtown, and no further than the American Airlines Center. I'll let you know once you're over it. You can continue on that heading for now, and 1,500 works best there.
500.
We still do have arrivals coming in from the north, so let's check this first one out of our evening. This is a Learjet 60, if my sources are to be trusted.
Jet 849 and turn right, Mike 3, Mike west. You go to signature 1?
Mike 3, Mike negative, we're going to Business Jet Center.
Okay. Is that Jet 538? I'll get you after this traffic 2 up.
So Dallas Love Field is primarily where we're going to see, well, this definitely isn't a Learjet. Dallas Love Field is where we primarily see planes like this. Apparently I wasn't looking at my flight radar 24 correctly.
Charlie 3, Charlie, ground, Southwest 3226.
Let me see if I can. Okay, so that was Southwest Flight 3226. That's an arrival from San Antonio, Texas. That's a MAX 8.
Streamer 69, RNAV to door set, runway 1 direction, pick up more than
Now there are 2 runways here on the east side and the west side. The runways actually run
Southwest 30,
in a crosswind direction from.
24, turn right, Mike 2.
Right now they're operating on a diagonal from the northwest to the southeast. And this plane, of course, came in from the northwest. So we'll see if the forecast is accurate and that we will see indeed a switchover to reverse ops during our transmission with you.
Counterclockwise turns and no further west than that position where you're at now. No further west than where you're at now.
Clockwise turn, no further west than where we are at right now. That'd be good.
The only other 2 mainline airlines that operate out of here are Delta and Alaska. And I think the last I checked, Alaska has maybe 1 or 2 flights a day, and Delta has just a handful, I think. So we'll see what we see tonight. Let's see who is with us this evening. I see our good buddy from down under, Wellington Flights Live. Hello, Kevin. Hello, fellow Christmas celebrators. Great to see you all. And he says hello to me. It's good to see you. It's so good to see you, Kevin. We've been kind of lucky that we've been able to. Let me get this in here. It's another arrival. We've been lucky that a lot of our nighttime streams kind of flow right into
we're going to take Charlie 3 if that's okay. We're going to gate
a stream from Wellington Flights Live, which is very nice. I like to shovel our viewers over there whenever we can. So Kevin, make sure we know if you've got something coming up. You can plug it here on Runway DFW. I have no problems with that whatsoever.
4 left eye, runway 13 right, clear to land, wind calm.
Clear land, 13 right, thanks,
What was this? Flight 3696 from Raleigh, Durham. It's another MAX 8. So because we're only looking at one side of the airport, much in the same way we have at Dallas-Fort Worth, we're not going to see all the arrivals and departures here, but again, we've got a nice backdrop. It's a nicer backdrop here. I think there's a little more to see on the other side as far as corporate hangars, and we get a little taste of the gate action over on the other side. We don't see the gates from this vantage point here on the top of the parking garage, but I haven't looked at the docket tonight here at Dallas Love Field to see what we might be in for as far as any special planes coming in. Next arrival looks to be Flight 1004 Southwest from Sacramento. It's another MAX 8. I don't think I've seen that many MAX 8s in a row here at Love Field. I would imagine that the airport has or that the airline has been getting some deliveries perhaps, or maybe they're just shuffling them around a bit. But anyway, oops. So there on the horizon is our next arrival.
Airlines 275, that flex jet.
Our great mod, Anna the dispatcher, says flying in over Dallas is incredible.
Sorry about that.
I added the accent there. Thank you, Anna, for being here. I see O'Malley here in the house, along with Sarah Deal, the real deal. There's Sarah saying hello to all. Good to see you. Farida Bed, up there in Cleveland, says downtown or says downtown Dallas at night, absolutely spectacular. Craig Russell, has been a member of this channel for 14 months now, says hello everyone. Not feeling well, had the stomach virus last night. I'm trying to recover. I want to say thank you to Walt and everyone. Well, thank you, Craig, for being a member of the channel, for helping us out. We didn't do a very good job of landing this plane, did we? Now here it comes.
Southwest 1004, turn left, Charlie 3. Charlie, we're good.
So these planes are going a little long. We do see the planes occasionally will slam the brakes on and come in right, or make the turn right in front of us. At least that's what happened as we were waiting for this one to arrive.
2676, wind calm, Martin after door 7, Romeo 10, clear for takeoff.
Martin after door 7, clear takeoff, on your right,
3910, turn right, Mike 2, contact ground.
So if you like Southwest Airlines, if you are a fan of 737 aircraft, this is the place for you tonight. More than 90% of the commercial airline operations here are Southwest. That's even more than American Airlines has percentage-wise over at DFW Airport. There somewhere, Southwest Airlines headquarters. Allie French says good evening to all. Hello there, Allie. Mr. Phil checks in with a coolness. John M. says good evening to everyone around the world, and we're glad to have you with us as well. Marco Celli says, hello.
Major Hotel, current wind calm, by temperature 3026, and Major Hotels.
So we still have south flow going on here. And the plane we just saw lifting off into the sky, flight 2676, off to Fort Lauderdale in California. Next to take off is a Quest Diagnostics Pilatus, or Pilatus? I'm never sure the pronunciation of that. PC-12. You may have noticed we only have one main camera going tonight. That was in part because I didn't want to delay our broadcast any more than it already had been delayed, so I opted for a single main camera.
2033 left side, runway 13 directly.
Now we have our little background camera. As you can see, of course, we don't have a perfectly clear shot down the runway, but again, I'm hoping that I'm trying to set, there's not much of a breeze tonight, but again, it is supposed to shift around as far as the wind goes.
611, runway 13 right, flat runway heading, maintain 4,000, give or take off traffic 4 up.
Alright, well, whatever we were looking at has disappeared from the radar. Perhaps temporarily. Okay, it's come back. It may be waiting, and probably is waiting, for Southwest Flight 4033 coming in from Lubbock. That'll be a 737-700. So if we expand our view just a bit here. Well, no, wait here. Well, something's going up.
November 9358 Charlie X5 Bravo airspace for airspace 10 minutes, squawk be park, reach and improve, see ya.
Squawk be above, frequency change approved, Bravo Charlie, see ya.
I believe that will have been the Pilatus craft. Mostly clear skies, I think, tonight.
42 hours, ready to go, sir.
Roger, we got a Pilatus downfield, need some space to give us about a minute or two.
All right, here comes flight 4033 from Lubbock, Texas. 737-700 on runway DFW live at Dallas Love Field. There I go again. I need to put a post-it note on the back of my camera. It just says Dallas Love Field.
Charlie 4, contact ground point 75.
That's it, Charlie 4, contact ground, Southwest 4033.
Okay, 4299.
Now see, here's a 700, a dash 700, making the turn right in front of us. Runway KDAL, Astron C. Well, you know, I made the mistake. I guess, you know, I've talked about this before. I've made the mistake of calling this runway DFW. And so I guess I'm kind of stuck with it.
Okay, sir. Landing at Lake Randall, future on this, flight altimeter 3027, wind calm, proceed as requested, maintain your spot. 3027.
So I'm not going to change the name, I don't think. Big Fred O, thank you for being a huge fan of the channel. We have here with us this evening, thought I saw, here we go. Barbara P. Sterling checking in. Now I can settle down a bit. Try to relax. Hello, Walt. If you're watching, looking. I try to whenever I can. There's O'Malley. I don't know if he got his hello in there, but O'Malley, one of our great mods and channel members. Thank you, O'Malley. Good to see you. Got some waves from Evelyn MD. Carolyn Crowder checking in. And again, we're looking at downtown Dallas, a view we only kind of, get from our vantage point at DFW Airport. Looks like we have flight 4622 of the Southwest Airlines variety off to Las Vegas. Be another MAX 8. So let us flip over here, switch our camera around. We'll see if we can capture this takeoff in all of its glory for you on Runway DFW. Got a plane taxiing in front of us. You see it there in the background. That's a Jet Lynx Aviation Cessna 560 XL Citation XLS. But now, here comes the flight to Las Vegas. You see some planes off in the distance there. They may be headed to DFW Airport.
Exit 691 left, which signature are you going to go to? Roger. See.
Johnny Dodge wants to know if I'm on Lemon tonight. No, I'm in parking garage. I think it's B. If I'm not mistaken. We're over on the west side of the airport tonight.
Right now, doors set, 13 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4622.
I want to salute our channel member, Anthony Guinan, Twin Jet member now for 14 months, which is way more than a year. Thank you, Anthony. Says, thanks, Walt, for great entertainment. Now, we aims to please. I think what you see there is a Southwest plane crossing over the runway to go to the, or you did see it crossing over to go to the terminal area. We're waiting for a plane to Las Vegas to lift off into the night sky, and here it comes, I do believe.
2, contact Lone Star departure.
Going to departure, Southwest 4622 today.
PM 350 Golf Lima, launch tower, you have been ready? PM 350 Golf Lima, launch tower, good evening, wind 050 at 4, runway 13 left. Clear for takeoff.
So you heard 13 left, clear for takeoff. 13 left is on the other side of the airport. We have 13 right operational over here right now. And do I see anything coming in at the moment? I do not. Anna says, my cat must find this as relaxing as we do. He is snoring. Well, that gives us some time at this moment. We are sponsored tonight, so let's go to our sponsor here on Runway DFW. Did I ever put our? I didn't put our little love bug in there. Let you know what time it is and where we are. No wonder people are confused. There we go. So anyway, we are sponsored tonight. Now we do have an official sponsor, of course, and that's James Webb, and we appreciate him very much. But we have a new sponsor tonight as part of the Christmas season. So let's take a look at that right now here on Runway DFW After Dark, and we'll be right back.
What's the greatest jet prop airliner ever designed? Remco's Flying Fox, with real motor-driven jet prop engines. The giant cockpit with dual controls has room in it for 2 kids to control every action of the plane. In the air above the cockpit roars the mighty Flying Fox airliner. The engines are revved up separately from low to high speed. Hear that powerful jet sound get louder and louder as you rev her up. While flying, you retract the landing gear. You yourself make the plane climb, bank, dive, and turn in flight, while cockpit instruments keep you on course. For night flying, switch on the red and green wing lights and blink them. Kids, fly Remco's Flying Fox jet prop airliner for the greatest thrill of your lifetime. Only $14.98. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls.
I'm glad they put that in at the end. It doesn't seem very... that was a 1950, maybe early 60s commercial. And I didn't... I was glad to see that they included girls in there. Anyway, we're waiting for some planes here. Wow, I see... Do I see it in the sky? Going over downtown Dallas now. In Lufthansa Flight 439, which is an Airbus A340-300. Is that it up there? I can't tell. It's not very in focus, is it? And I can't tell on my little screen here. Yeah, it's not. Anyway, well, if that's it, then Auf Wiedersehen. Now, I don't know if our delay, let's see what Dallas left field. Love Field's still in South Flow. I mean, sorry, Dallas-Fort Worth still in South Flow. The wind is supposed to be shifting over to the north, but it hasn't yet. German pilot Meinhardt, greeting everyone. Hello there. Freddy O, channel member. I remember Remco. Kind of dates me. I remember that too. I'm just old enough. Well, we got a plane coming in. Let's enough with this folderol. Let us welcome a plane. There's a plane and a train at the same time, a dark train headed downtown. Zoom in a bit here and consult my Oracle, and I'll let you know that we just saw Southwest Flight 295 arriving from Louisville, a MAX 8, just under a 2-hour trip on that 1-year-old, well, 1.5-year-old MAX 8. That green building back there is the Bank of America Tower in downtown Dallas, tallest building in Dallas. At the other end of the runway right now here on 13 right, 13, yeah, it is another MAX 8 headed off to Kansas City. There's the distinctive MAX 8 engine. So we've got flight number 2153 off to Kansas City. It is now waiting for the arrival. There's only one runway here, and we've got another plane coming in, the Dassault Falcon 7X from parts unknown. Back there somewhere. No. Our friend Raina Taylor, Quad Jet channel member, says if I had been at DFW Airport, I would have caught your aunt landing, but she's sadly coming in on the east side of the airport because she's coming in from Lexington. Well, we would have been. I would have definitely made an effort to at least see that plane coming in over from the east side, but I guess that was not to be the case. But I hope your aunt has a delightful trip, and it's good to see you here, Raina. We've got Wake Turbulence Aviation online with us here from Toronto. Welcome to you. Ascending Dragon 1 says, in a way, that Remco toy reminds them of the old-fashioned Link instrument trainers from way back. But we're waiting now for our next plane coming in. If we were at DFW right now, we'd be seeing Turkish Flight 191 arriving from Istanbul. Raina Taylor, celebrating 18 months of being a quad jet member. I can't believe that I missed this stream, but I'm finally back now. 18 months has flown by. Thanks, Walt, and I'm sorry I missed your streams. I'm going to rewatch them. Well, thank you, Raina. Your support of the channel, much appreciated. It's quiet now at Dallas Love Field. I am seeing no activity over on this side, and I'm seeing no planes coming. Oh, okay, I think we got one coming in. If it comes over to this side, our next arrival will be Southwest Flight 1494, another MAX 8, checking in from Washington National Airport. Let me see if we can point out the Christmas-themed Reunion Tower. We don't see the tower part of it. The tower part is hidden behind a building there, but we can see the top of it there at the top of your screen. It's all lit up with holiday colors. Reunion Tower is one of the landmarks in downtown Dallas. It was originally adjacent to Reunion Arena, which was the home of the the original home of the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars, and they built those teams a new arena downtown, and then they tore down Reunion Arena. All in my lifetime. Here's Kevin from Airline Videos Live. Hello, Kevin. You know Kevin. He's got like 17 different live channels now out there at LAX. No, he's got one on the south side of the airport and one on the north side, and one of the channels now has AI technology which tracks the planes coming in, identifies them. It's really kind of mind-blowing, Kevin, what you've been able to do there. So I'm sure most of you have been able to check that out. If you haven't, I hope you will soon. It's quite entertaining. I've kind of dubbed them the water cooler of the aviation world. All you have to do is kind of pop over there, and you can chat. You can listen to the ATC. And in fact, we will be sending you over there when we conclude our broadcast here. That's how ecumenical we are here at Runway DFW. So congratulations on all that, Kevin. to go make an adjustment on our behind-the-scenes camera there. Kevin says, it blows my mind too. That's why I hired somebody to do it. Well, no matter what, the end result is, I know it's kind of work in progress and you're getting little things straightened out, but boy, it's really a great service to the aviation community. And just, you get bored in the middle of the night and you just want some cool airline sounds and images, and there you go. So congratulations to our friend Kevin out at Airline Videos Live. So we've seen our two Kevin friends here tonight. Kevin with Airline Videos and Kevin with Wellington Flights Live. We've got some activity going on. You may be able to hear it. We've got some activity going on the other side of the airfield, but nothing that we can take in at the moment. Let me look at my forecast here. My forecast is usually pretty darn good about this weather stuff. So at 9 o'clock, which is a half hour from now, the wind is supposed to be coming out of the north-northeast at 4 miles an hour. So it's a very gentle wind, so it's possible that because it's at such a low velocity that perhaps it's just too much trouble to shift the operations around to the other side. I'm sure there might be some kind of a threshold that they operate under. Anybody who's got some aviation experience that I don't have might know more about that than I do. But so yeah, it's possible that we just won't see a shift around tonight. Wake Turbulence Aviation saying they need that AI technology in Toronto because streaming is so cold right now. I can believe it. We're just parked out in a little corner of one of the parking garages here at Dallas Love Field, as you can see. And we're hanging out with you for more great aviation action. And I have reason to believe we'll see it. I just don't know when. Let's see here. Let me give you some information on it. Temperature 52 degrees. Conditions are overcast, I guess. I see some stars up in the sky. The wind is calm, it says here, so that may be one reason why nothing is changing. Robert Miner checking in from Rocklin, California, near Sacramento. Glad you're here. Here's some statistics by way of our pals at, hang on a second. Oh, okay. Coming in from our pals at Flight Radar 24, they tell us over the next 7 days, this airport, Dallas Love Field, will have 1,543 departures, serving 93 airports and 3 countries. And the busiest route you might expect is Dallas, between Dallas and Houston, with 85 flights over the next 7 days. Anna, who should know a thing or two about these things, says the tailwind limit is 10 knots. I don't know how knots, I should know, but I don't know how knots equate to to miles an hour, but 10 sounds fairly mild. We're going to look at a train here. Here comes a Dallas area rapid transit DART train headed south towards downtown at a crossing right across from us. It's we mentioned it before. Unfortunately, they didn't come up with a scheme to include a station at the airport here. I don't know why, but they didn't. So you gotta get off at the nearest station and take a bus. We have some holiday decor right across from the airport here. And I want to thank Kevin Lawler for gifting a Runway DFW membership. Thank you, Kevin. There's Pip Hastings Aviation. It says 1.15 miles an hour per knot. Thank you for that. So they're pretty close. Knots in miles an hour. Merry Christmas from Michigan, says Kathy Kaner. Thank you, Kathy. And O'Malley does another calculation for us. Thank you, O'Malley. Well, this isn't our busiest. I have to be honest with you. This is not our busiest time here at the old airport. Oops, didn't mean that. We've got some activity over on the other side. I think oh, okay. Now this is going to be nice. We've got Delta 717, which is always fun to see. Coming in from Atlanta. Flight 2804. So I'm in favor of this. See, those who wait are treated. 717, of course, is the last incarnation, the final incarnation of what began life as the DC-9. Got two engines in the back. And you used to see those all over the place, and now they are very rarely seen. I think Hawaiian Airlines is either going to jettison these aircraft that they've used for inter-island planes, or maybe they already have, I don't know. I was hoping we'd see this because this plane was featured in our thumbnail today. And it goes long, doesn't it? We've got lots of red and green lights along the runway, kind of giving it that holiday flair. Well, we've been on the air for close to an hour now, although our first 15 minutes or so, well, I think we were on late to begin with, and then we still had a little bit of delay while we got all of our other gear connected. That's what we're...
Okay, not going to be landing there, you said?
No, this one we're going to go look at some Christmas lights to the north.
Sounds good. You do need to flight following, or are you going to be on your own?
We don't need flight following tonight. I heard they were having a couple of issues.
Yeah. Are you exiting Flat 12 now, or are you coming back in?
We'll be coming back in closer towards Addison. We'll probably transition through their airspace north towards Frisco.
And then you're off to Addison Tower, and then they can terminate you.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. No problem.
Proceed as requested and maintain VFR.
Proceed as requested and maintain VFR.
The T-tail of the Boeing 717. Of course, Boeing took over production. It started out with as a Douglas aircraft, this design, and then became McDonnell Douglas. So we had the DC-9 series, and it was a MD-80, and I think they had an MD-90. And then Boeing took over and made a few of the 717s. I don't know how many they made. Not too many, I don't believe. Good old 717. There's our bud, Luke. Hey, I've gotten all fuzzy, haven't I? Ooh. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Let me see what I can do about that. Hang on. Now let's play some jolly music while we're fixing this camera. Well, I guess kind of fixed itself whilst I was walking over there. That's autofocus for you. Let's see. I don't know that we got anything happening here. I picked a bad night. You know, I figured during the holiday season there'd be plenty for us to see.
Ground spacing 1.5 miles. Radar service terminated. Remain present. Squawk. Contact Addison Tower 126.0.
126.0, squawk, thanks for your help tonight, sir.
Oh, you know what? They have switched over, I think. Because I'm seeing a plane coming in from the south. So look at me. I was able to accurately forecast this switchover. This is Dassault Falcon 900EX. And it will be the first arrival with the reverse ops.
Southwest, 3389 for visual.
3389, loud target evening, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 left, Southwest, 3389.
This is a 22-year-old tri-jet, so we won't be seeing any MD-11s over here, but unless there's something I don't know about, but 3 are better than 2, you know, even on a tiny jet like this. So this is what we were hoping for, to see aircraft in the sky coming over downtown Dallas on their way to Dallas Love Field. What could be more festive?
Turn right on Charlie 7, and then Lima Charlie 8 to Atlantic monitor ground point 75.
Reverse ops over there in Hawaii. Did somebody just mention my name? And here comes what looks like is going to be the first plane to take off from down here. This will be flight 3685 Southwest Airlines going to Midway Airport, 757. No, 737-700 is what I meant to say.
16 is a visual, 31 left. 4716 left, Jackie. 31 left, clear to land. Clear land, 31 left, out 4716.
So finally we got some, no, what, the reason we weren't seeing anything is because they were flipping all the planes around to the other side so that they could be reconfigured to be coming in from the south. So, as such, we look to the southern sky and we see at least 2 planes over there lining up. First of which will be Southwest 3389 arriving from Kansas City, 737-800. Behind which will be Flight 4716 from beautiful downtown Burbank, California. It's the one right behind it, and that'll be a 737-700. Here on Runway DFW After Dark at Dallas Love Field Airport. Just a stone's throw away from downtown Dallas. Funny story about our previous broadcast from Dallas Fort Worth Airport. For the second nighttime broadcast in a row, as soon as I turned off our live stream, the sprinklers came on. I kid you not. It's like somebody was watching me and hit the button as soon as we switched off our cameras. So I don't know, for night streams in the near future, I may have to sign off just a little bit earlier so as to avoid. We didn't get, nothing got too wet. Most of the gear had been put away by then, and what was left, I was able to drag our operational table away from the sprinklers themselves, and but it's what a kind of a hassle.
South up at 58, visual 31 right.
58 left jacket, evening runway 31 right, clear to land.
31 right, clear to land, thank you, double 58.
865 left jacket, evening company turning on full mile final, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
31 left, on wait, have a straight side.
Looks like gonna miss Charlie 6. No delay getting off the runway 3. Take your speed up for the next exit. Right on Charlie 7 now. And contact ground point 75.
Hurry down to Charlie 7 and ground point 75 southwest 40 settings.
So we should have a plane getting ready to blast off here. Flight to Midway Airport. There's a flight to Midway in Chicago. And again, we only have one runway on this side of the airfield, so the planes have to take turns arriving and departing, and it's the same deal over on the east side of the field.
Contact Lone Star Department.
Station is Park Southwest 3865.
Arriving there from Indianapolis, Indiana, Southwest Flight 4148, a 737-800.
RNAV, no one's clear for takeoff, 31 left, Southwest 55.
So the designation for this runway is 31 left now that the flights have switched around. And it looks like we've got Flight 55, a MAX 8, off to Houston next. Trying to get off the ground ahead of the next arrival.
Southwest 2.
So we've got a flight to Oakland.
Good evening, runway 31 left, continue.
The flight to Oakland is
55, contact Lone Star departure.
2914, going to Oakland, California. That'll be a MAX 8. About to arrive from New Orleans.
6 looks
There we
good.
see it. Is flight 1049, 737-700. The arriving plane, 16 years old. Yeah, Johnny Dodge, yeah, I know. I don't know what they're doing over there, but, well, you know, it's their airport. They can water whenever they want, and we just have to kind of make do. So here comes the flight from the Big Easy. Okay, I won't throw stones.
Right on Charlie 6, contact ground point 75.
Charlie 6.75, 749.
So we've got the flight to Oakland now. Poised for departure. A little more skyline in that shot.
Good evening, RNF2, Nolan, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
RNF, Nolan, clear for takeoff, 31 left, Southwest 2914.
Jennifer Rutherford. It says here a new member. Perhaps you're re-signing up, because it seems to me you've been a member here before. In any event, thank you for supporting Runway DFW. So here goes the flight to Oakland. We've got more aeroplanes headed down to the takeoff zone.
2914, contact Lone Star departure.
About to pass us here is flight 4686 to Colorado Springs, a MAX 8. We'll be here semi-momentarily. We've got flight 2678 to Atlanta, a 737 Southwest Airlines. About to take off, and then coming in, we shall see shortly flight 3902, arriving from Little Rock, Arkansas, 737. There goes there goes that one plane that we mentioned to you. Looks like they'll probably let the Little Rock plane arrive before the Atlanta flight is dispatched, I think. And there you see the two planes. One in the air, one on the ground. Jim Rockford checking in from Addison Airport tonight, not too far away from us. General Aviation facility on the north side of Dallas. So now we have two planes waiting to take off, and this flight from Little Rock coming in. And again, most of what we're going to see here are Southwest Airlines planes here at Dallas Love Field. This is the home of Southwest Airlines. And it should be not very long before we get some official word as to when Southwest might begin service for the first time in its history to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Of course, Dallas-Fort Worth's been open for 50 years now, as of this year, and Southwest has not been welcome there because it wanted to continue operating here. And you can see how close to downtown this airport is, which makes it very convenient for business travelers who have some business in downtown. Should be the flight to Atlanta. We thank Island Jenny for being a new subscriber to Runway DFW. Thank you. It's people like you who help us find new viewers. Look at that red and green down there. All right, next to depart, Flight 4686 to Colorado Springs.
4686 right now to Nolan, only 31 left, please take off.
49 Nolan, 31 left, clear. Take off Southwest 4686.
South 5110, only 31 left, please land.
Land, 31 left, Southwest 5110.
South 4449, tower 31 right, there's a lot of weight.
Line up the wing, 31 right, Southwest 4449.
Our friend with the new handle, Cranky OG757, We know better as 757 Chip says, with the Banana Republic airline Spirit going under, there should be some gates and slots operating or opening earlier at DFW for Southwest. An interesting thought. Both Spirit and Republic. Republic? No, Frontier. Republic. Both Spirit and Frontier have recently, within the last week, or last couple of weeks anyway, announced some reduced flying at DFW. And of course, both have had financial issues. Frontier has not declared bankruptcy. But Anna says those would likely wind up being more slots for American and their subsidiaries. Well, who knows? American does have a very substantial amount of say-so over what happens at DFW Airport, being such a big player there. And so we'll see what happens. Up there in the sky, Southwest Flight 5110 from Midland, Texas, is a 737-700, an 18-year-old plane. That's a flight of just 49 minutes so far. So it's a very brief hop from Midland to Dallas.
Contact with Metros 1200. One more time, what's your on-course heading?
303 on course.
Understand. Flight 2, traffic at your 6 o'clock in 2 miles. We're sitting out here on the side.
The 700's come in pretty loud.
So 5110, right there at Charlie 6, what's your gate?
Of course, you would expect that with older engine technology.
So give ground call, he'll park you, take care.
All right, we'll call him. Good night.
Let's see what we got here. Just after 9 o'clock Central Time.
And we'll maintain visual for Tier Flight 2.
Happy holidays from the station that cares.
747 Sound 3 on the left signal.
Where are my lights? Here they are. Happy holidays to you from us here at Runway DFW After Dark. Very glad you could hang out with us on this Thursday night for our second After Dark presentation of the week. This one from Dallas Love Field, not far from downtown. Lights out. That was coming in from Phoenix. It was a Max 8. That sounded as loud as the 700 model, so I don't know. Well, we're glad you could be with us here on this Thursday night. We are awaiting the arrival at this time of Southwest Flight 747. That's a good flight number, Flight 747. It's arriving from Salt Lake City. It'll be a 737-800. So it's not going to be a 747, but always happy to see that flight number. And we see it now on the horizon. Now the dispatcher tells us that American Airlines is planning on hiring 2,000 plus pilots between now and 2026. So she imagines Southwest will have to wait for the new terminal, that being Terminal F, which is now officially under construction just south of Terminal D. They're building it in a modular fashion, so they're fabricating it in another location on the airport grounds, and then when one module is finished, they truck it on over in the middle of the night to its final assembly point. Minimizing disruption to airline operations. And I think they've got a 2027 date for the completion of Terminal F.
Charlie 7 going to 3, Southwest 747.
3, the Charlie Foxtrot Bravo. Monograph, take care.
And Chip says, I thought America was going to take over most of Terminal F. Well, they were part of the agreement which creates Terminal F, as I recall, so, you know, well, we'll see what happens. Up next, Flight 2060 from, where's this from? Long Beach, California, a MAX 8. 2-hour and 35-minute flight. A plane which just celebrated its first birthday last month. And it, like all these other planes, is coming in now over downtown Dallas. We say hello to Don Rogers. Hello, Don. ICT Plane Spotter says, hey, Walton, everyone. Currently on the road going to Mexico. Currently around Big Spring, Texas. Don't worry, I'm not driving. I'm glad to hear that. ICT Plane Spotter, have fun on your trip. And Chip says, Terminal F will probably be open before LAX opens or starts operations of their People Mover, which you've probably seen it in the wide shots on Kevin's stream, Airline Videos Live. Get a good look at it from the H Hotel. So it seems like it's all in place now. At least the infrastructure's in place, and I think they've begun testing the vehicles that will be used on that People Mover, which is much needed there. If you've ever been to LAX and had to go around the horn there to get to the terminals. What a mess. So I'm hoping that'll help. And I'm hoping that gets set up sooner rather than later. I guess they want to have that in place in time for... Aren't they going to have an Olympics there in LA in the next few years?
26B right down there. What's the gate?
Right turn going to.
Well, speaking of Los Angeles, we've got an incoming Southwest Airlines plane from the City of Angels, 737 MAX 8. I can't tell yet whether it's on a pathway to come and see us here on the west side of the field. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think it is. It's kind of vectoring this way. Meanwhile, we'll just give you the old beauty shot of downtown Dallas. Cheeto Productions says, thank you for the late evening stream. You can't beat the downtown view from Love Field at night. No, I would concur with that analysis. Ron C. says, I saw an old video about the original DFW people movers. I remember those. They ran outside of security. And again, when they were built 50 years ago, there wasn't, security was not all that big a deal at airports back then. So you had to go through security. You had to be on the outside of the security barrier to get on those trains, the people movers between the terminals, and they only ran in one direction, which was the main problem. So if you were going from, say, I can't remember which direction they ran in. But if you're going from Terminal A to Terminal B and it was going in the wrong direction, you had to go to all the other terminals before you could get to Terminal B. Now they've replaced it with another similar people mover, but it goes from in both directions, so it's bidirectional, and it's faster, a little faster, and it's behind security, so if you're changing planes, it's for you. Now, if you've got to clear customs and then change terminals, that's a hassle, because I had to do that. Well, when I came back from Korea, I had to clear customs and then go to another terminal to get the train I was going to take to get me started on my trip home. And they run these little tiny buses between terminals, and they're free, but they don't have low floors like the buses they have that go to the parking lots and to the rental cars. And so you've got to lug your bags up into this little tiny bus, and it's not very comfortable. It's not a very great, to me, first impression of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, especially for foreign visitors coming in who have to change terminals. MK Aviation, I was noticing this before. There's been an odd number of MAX 8s. Usually the 700s are running the airport. Yeah, it's usually between the 700s and the 800s. At least the last time I was here, which was not that long ago. It was in early September, as I recall. And we're just waiting for planes here. So pardon us for yakking about. I think the next thing we're going to see is a JSX Embraer 145LR coming in from Las Vegas. I think it's coming in on this side. Looks like it is. There are terminals on the other side, but for some reason I think we're going to see it over here. And JSX is kind of one of these hybrid scheduled charters, I think they call it, which offers a premium service. And Noel Phillips did a kind of a review on JSX, and he was very pleased with them. In fact, they helped him when his wife fell ill in Las Vegas. They helped him get back to Texas. when there were no other flights available. So, all right. So now we're about to pull out wide. Chip says, Walter, refer to the transferring gates at DFW as the DFW shuffle, especially when American changes gates and terminals on you multiple times. Yeah, and I'm sure you've fallen victim to that on more than one occasion. However, it's probably not as bad. And I think the JSX plane is coming in on the east side. Let's see if we can see a little bit of it here. That's it there. But it is vectoring over to the easterly side of the airfield. So, shucks, we're not going to be able to see that. I don't know how much activity we're going to have in the next hour here. Actually, the JSX plane is coming in over there somewhere, I think. There it is. And what we had been looking at over here, where'd it go? It's over here. That is flight 4901 coming in from Albuquerque. That's a 737-700, but popping up in front of us here from our vantage point on the parking lot is Southwest Flight 4033. It's going to Birmingham. It's a 737-700. There you see it in back o' me.
So, 60 left turn there, what you get? This is 203, just stay with me on Mike, post 13, 31 right at the person.
And we have yet another plane about to line up. It'll be flight 52 going to San Jose, California, 737-700. You'll see it cruising past me. There it goes.
Tower Southwest, 1324, 31 left.
34 left, 31 left, 15 for now, 50 traffic may go in position.
I continue Southwest, 1324.
South 34 traffic, you see 12 to move in 11 o'clock before the parallel, Boeing 737-2 down to right. South 4901, left in there in Mike 5, what's your gate? 4 is in the first, so slowly take Bravo down to your gate and monitor ground sector. Okay, so 594 tower, RNAV 2 mirrors, or 31 right, so take off.
RNAV mirrors, 3 right, so take off, 594.
So 9890 Tango Hotel, 7.5 mile final, runway 31 right, line up weight, you ready?
0 right, line away, and we're ready next.
Southwest 1324 tower 31 left, cleared land.
2 on left, clear to land, Southwest 1324.
So the two planes that are waiting at the south end of the airport, I believe we're going to have to wait for the arrival of, looks to be flight 1324 from El Paso, Texas. That'll be a 737-700. Here on Runway DFW, coming to you live from Dallas Love Field. I know that's our daytime logo, but they didn't make one up for nighttime here. Maybe we'll get to see that Delta plane go back to Atlanta, the 717. That would be kind of cool.
Southwest 2049, Tower 31 right, clear to land number 2.
Clear lane number 2, 31 right, Southwest 2049.
So we'll widen out here to welcome the plane from El Paso, Texas. Rohit Parkal says, after a sumptuous meal of chicken tandoori, a perfect way to end the evening by vegetating in front of my laptop. Thank you for that. Aw, there's Mrs. Runway DFW. Thank you, dear, for doing the laundry. While I'm out here looking at planes.
Departure, take care, 96.
Tower, runway 31 left, runway.
Runway
1245, what's your gate? 1245, gate 1 is occupied, so give back on the park ticket.
We've not been fortunate enough to see any of these Southwest special liveries this evening. I don't know if we'll get to or not. I like surprises.
Charlie, Delta, wants to ground Southwest 13 more board.
South 4033, RNS to float, going 31 left to take off.
Runway 31 left, over takeoff, RNS 11,
Next out, flight 4033 to Birmingham, 737-700. Yeah, we've got a number of departures stacking up here at Dallas Love Field.
South 4033, contact Lone Star, departure, here.
Departure, Southwest 4033, good night.
South 52, RNS, Nolan, 31 left, please take off.
Good takeoff, 31 left, RNS, Nolan, Southwest 52.
And here goes Southwest Flight 52 to San Jose. Another Dash 700. Look at this. I haven't seen. I gotta look at this. Look at this. It's a DART train all lit up in Christmas lights. I have not seen that before. I'm gonna go back and see this train. Wow. Do we get to see it again? See if we see it again. Oh, here we go. Now, I've been living in Dallas for many years, since the dawn of DART. I've never seen them light up a train like that before. Flight 4767 off to Salt Lake City, 737-800 is now rolling.
What's your request? Med 6 runner contact on Med 3 Dallas 1100 indicated you can transfer to the Bravo as requested. Med 6, proceed as on course.
Luke, the random spotter, says, now that's a train. I didn't get to your message until just now, but yeah, I'd never seen that. And Anna, who's from here, claims to have never seen that as either. MK Aviation says the Delta 717 coming in 45 minutes if you'll still be here. Is it coming in or is it going out? Because we had one come in, and I would think that one would be going out, but perhaps.
37 56 left arrow 31 right, line of weight.
My boy, 31 right, that was
Cranky OJ757 says next time the 49ers play the Cowboys, it'll be the BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, versus DART, Dallas Area Rapid Transit Bowl. We'll give you a little bit of a look around where we are now. This is just a top floor of one of the parking lots here at Love Field. Looking here towards the east, behind us. There's the east. There's my shoulder. There's the tall structure in the background is the parking lot over on the other side of the airport, from which we provide you with views when we're on that side. I think you'll agree that even though we don't get to see all the aircraft here on this side, that it's super fun to see the planes coming in over this very colorful downtown district, which you see there.
Contact long term park, take care.
Put the Lone Star, Southwest 3756. Happy holidays.
Med 6, Squad VFR, radio service, 763. Have a great day, Med 6.
So who knows? Maybe we will be here in order to see this plane again, the Delta 717. That's not what we saw tonight. That's not. Well, that's not the. It could be the one we saw tonight. I don't know, but that's from our previous broadcast. We have coming our way Southwest Flight 1049, I think. Oh, no, it's... Where's it going? Oh, is it going over to the hangar? What's it doing? Yeah, it's headed out to the hangar. So it crossed over from the terminal area. Crossed over runway 31 left. And is now making its way for a little bit of R&R.
Tower Southwest 3985, visual 31 right.
3985, everyone wants to land.
31 right, clear to land, Southwest 3985.
So you just heard flight 3185? Yes. Coming in from Denver, but it's going to land on 31 right, which is the runway we don't see from here. Get a look at another dark train. This one not quite as illuminated as the last one we were privileged to see. I'd never seen that before. Does a really good job. Some of those dark cars are pretty old. I think I remember seeing somewhere that they're going to be getting some new ones. I would think they would be headed in that direction at this point. Those rail cars that DART uses on these lines here are of a Japanese design, although I think they were assembled in the U.S. I think Mrs. Runway DFW is revealing a little too much about moi. I don't want to have to kill out your messages there, dear. Yeah, TMI. I'll tell you that. Well, I will say I've never discussed my wife's underclothing on this broadcast, nor will I. That's just the kind of guy I am. Well, here we are at Runway DFW. We're watching planes, talking about stuff in the chat, and I'm just glad we could all be here together. It's getting a little chilly, I must say. It's not overly cold. What is the airport saying about the situation right now? The airport saying it's 52 degrees, cloudy skies, wind out of the northeast at 4 miles an hour, so it's a gentle breeze. Robert Broom going back to the that DART train we saw that was all lit up, so it looked like an ice sculpture. It did. It's a good description. Oh, thank you, Anna. I try to be as classy as I can be, given the circumstances. Let me look at the schedule here. Let's see. Okay, we've got, it's 9:34 now. We've only got, let's see. We've got a flight coming in from Las Vegas, Southwest Airlines, flight 1370, not due in here for another 5 minutes or so. And after that, it's kind of slim pickings. Got a Southwest flight at from Baltimore, estimated to come in at 9:50. Check the departure list here. Yeah, it's pretty. There's not a lot going on here from this point out, to be quite honest.
What's your gate? Talking at 14 via left turn there at Mike 5, all the way over to Bravo in minor round take here. Mike 5 all the way down.
So we'll wait out another couple minutes and then we'll close the door on this edition of Runway DFW After Dark at Dallas Love Field. I apologize. I know a lot of you didn't see. Probably, I normally try to put up these previews like 24 hours in advance when I can. It was this afternoon that, speaking of Mrs. Runway DFW, she said, "When are you going to do a show? You should go do a show tonight." And I said, "Well, we got north winds coming in, and that won't be a good broadcast from DFW." And then I thought, well, that'll give us an opportunity to go to Dallas Love Field. So thanks to her prodding, I threw together this broadcast, and so here we are. O'Malley's saying, so anywho, I know. Majid Shabani, one of our channel members, has some very kind comments for the channel. Thank you for that. M. Mick, late to the party. Ola Walt from G-Town again. It will be another warm Christmas day this year. Well, thank you for checking in. We finally now do have this flight coming in from San Antonio. It's flight 4807. I think we're going to see it over here. The 737-700. San Antonio, Texas, of course. Rohit says, wives do that. They ask, my ex-wife used to ask me when I'm going out with the guys whenever she had too much of me. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know.
Mike, for departure, they want you at 3,000 now. So 330 and the heading, 3,000 feet. 330 to 3,000, brother Mike Charlie.
I didn't think of it that way. She just wanted to get me out of the house. Well, we have a couple planes at the gate. One scheduled to go to Orlando. Another scheduled to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Another scheduled to go to Amarillo. Another going to New Orleans. Another going to Kansas City. And another going to San Antonio. But I don't know if those are at the gate until tomorrow or not, because I didn't see a lot of activity on the flight manifest from Flight Radar 24. Well, this may be our last flight of the night. This is the one that we had coming in from
My car contact low for the park, take care.
San Antonio, Texas. Flight 4807. On Runway DFW after dark at Dallas Love Field.
Tower, good evening. South 35, should we go 300?
It'll probably be about another 10 seconds for intro space with the King Air there.
Okay, ready. Thanks for the patience. Running up the Berry, runway 31 right to takeoff.
Well, while Mrs. Runway DFW is going over my my laundry, which I appreciate her doing, I do have to say, I do have to point out that last night, when I was not at the airport, at an airport, I went to the store, bought us some goods. I got her some things she asked for. I came home and made us dinner. Now, admittedly, it wasn't. It was a frozen pizza, so it wasn't like I wasn't making any gourmet dinners. But you know, she got to sit in her comfy chair, and I made her dinner. And I don't think she needed a drink. I think she already had one. Now the missus she said, do a show tonight because the weather is beautiful here. And it is. It's a very nice, pleasant evening.
Charlie Golf Romeo Butter Ground. Good night, Southwest 4807.
So we've got a flight coming in from Las Vegas. I would think that it would be vectoring in on this side of the airport. Let me see. Yes, it is. I'm going to flip this camera around. And we're going to catch the flight from Vegas coming in. Well, look who's here, Skittles. And I'd have to lay odds that she's coming to us from her car. It usually does, towards the end of our nighttime broadcast. She's on the West Coast. She does all sorts of driving and has to work late a lot. And so it's always a pleasure to see Skittles, sometimes known as Sparkles. So here comes the flight from Vegas. It'll be a MAX 8, 7-year-old MAX 8. Oh, I was right. Skittles comes to us from her vehicle. Well, I just hope it's not too cold or that you are warm. And that you're not parked in the garage with the engine running. That would not be good. All right, so is that going to do it for us tonight?
Like 70, what you get?
Let me scan the skies here.
Gate 10.
Gate 10, left turn on Charlie Golf Romeo. It's my ground, take care.
All right, Charlie Golf Romeo, Mountain Ground, Southwest 1370, good night.
Well, let's listen to see where they send flight 4455, flight 44555 from Baltimore Washington International Airport.
Southwest 4716, left turn on 21, right to take off RNAV 2 base.
Clear right. Group takeoff RNAV, Barry, Southwest 4716.
I wish that festive dart train would come back. I'd love to see that again.
Clear flight 2, left out, left altimeter 3031.
3031, I am about 3.5 miles to the west of DFW, southeast bound to Dallas, Memphis.
Dr. Weston, proceed on course to the Wort 9 shirt at Methodist.
On course, clear flight 2.
So we've got the flight from Baltimore making a turn now. And Big Fred O says, well, Walt, it's not like Seoul Incheon International Airport where the 747s are at. Yeah, we do we did see a bunch of those there. That was quite satisfying. And if you ever have time to kill, all of our Seoul streams are archived on our channel from both Incheon. And we did one kind of a brief broadcast from the other airport in Seoul called Gimpo. Flight 4455 from Baltimore, Washington International.
Departure seat, southwest 4716.
447 Echo Charlie 721, right click lane, 1 departure park to your arrival.
31 right, clear to lane, first 7 Echo Charlie.
Remember 8, Papa 5 Charlotte Hotel, and 31 right on that to Mir, clear for takeoff. Hey, Papa 5 Charlotte, 31 right to takeoff on that to Mir.
Vehicle takeoff when we 8 Papa 5.
We're coming up on 10 o'clock. Things do slow down quite a bit here after 10 o'clock to comply with noise regulations and such. Or this airport is surrounded by residential neighborhoods. So it's not quite as 24-hour oriented as DFW is. Now this is you can see it's a freight train operating. I don't know if it's on the DART tracks, maybe some tracks just adjacent to the transit line. So we've had trains, planes, and automobiles for you tonight. See where the crossing is. We'll get a little better look at it here.
Contact about your Boston 8 Papa 6.
Can't tell what railroad that is.
Visual 31 right.
Here comes a dart train in the foreground.
Land 1 departure prior to your arrival.
Land 31 right, 36 bound, check.
Yes, those tracks are just adjacent, says Anna, if I put up her message there. A relatively short freight train, a lot shorter than the ones we get in my neighborhood, in a rural neighborhood about 50 miles north of here. I've got a Cessna Citation coming in on the east side. Is that right? Yeah. That's where most of the general aviation hangars are. And as I look at things here, trying to see if there's any activity that may lead us to stay here just a little longer, but my inclination is that we're not about to see anything much at all. So, where does that leave us? Well, that leaves us with, I think, we're about to say fairly well. We'll have a very brief chat extravaganza tonight because we just don't have that much to put away. I don't have my full complement of 2 cameras and an extra tripod and all that stuff. So, but we will favor you with a bit of music and some chat amongst yourselves. So stay tuned for chat extravaganza here on Runway DFW, and we'll be back possibly on Saturday. Saturday seems to be a good day for things back at DFW Airport. So if that's the case, we will let you know as soon as we got that figured out. One last look at downtown Dallas, and we'll head out here. Let's see, we'll do a little bouncy music here. Okay, that's it for us. Thanks to our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you to our many great channel members of Runway DFW. Thanks to our subscribers. Thanks to everybody who was watching tonight, and a special thanks to our great team of Runway DFW moderators, the Moderation Federation. We'll be back soon on Runway DFW. Stay tuned now for Runway DFW chat extravaganza on most of these YouTube channels.
That's in the 3031, we'll call.
Davis here is going to Terminal 1 signature.
Jet 49, Tower 0, right line for wake up, 5 up.
Runway 0 right, 49.
Right turn into Alpha 5, Alpha Departure, take care.
Merry Christmas.
Today 49 on nav to Barry, we're doing right to takeoff.
Right up Barry, clear for takeoff, 31 right, 49.
We're talking about we're doing right, quick lane.
Good lane, 0 right, 0 right.
Jet 49, contact alongside apart, take care.
Departure, 49 connect.
Well, look, we've got one more plane. There it goes, behind me. So Chat Extravaganza is on delay right now. Whilst we watch, oh, we got two planes coming. Look at this. Just about ready to sign off, and probably most of you have already tuned away. So we've got at least two planes coming out here. This going out to Midland, 737, 700, flight 4003. And then behind it is a 737-8 to Albuquerque, flight 4. No, the one that you saw there is the one that's going to Albuquerque. That one there. And then behind it, which is about to come up adjacent to moi, is the one to Midland, Texas, 737-8.
We're going to go to the left, RNAV 2, clear takeoff.
RNAV 131 left, clear takeoff.
So what the heck, we're out here, we might as well see a couple more planes. Aero Astro is still here. After I kind of faked you out there, didn't I?
We're ready to contact the Bravo, because 1,400 cleared in, like I said, in squad 3031. Airline clear the Bravo, please, sir.
Airline clear the Bravo, please.
Well, I promise you, our mini chat extravaganza will follow what we've got going on here. Next flight to Midland, Texas, 737-700.
Southwest 4003, left tower, RNAV 2. RNAV Nolan 31 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Nolan 31 left, we're clear for takeoff, Southwest 4003.
You see Mockingbird Lane in the background. You can see how close it is to the airfield. Fence is definitely a lot closer in here than they are at DFW Airport, that's for sure.
Tower Southwest 3422, 31 right.
3422, left tower, 31 right, clear to lane 1, company departure to your arrival.
Clear to lane 31 right, Southwest 3422.
South 4575, left tower, RNAV to Nears, on 31 right, clear for takeoff.
31 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4575.
South 4003, contact low, Southwest, take care.
Have a good night, Southwest 4003.
Okay, let's see. We've got flight 3422 coming in from New Orleans, but methinks it's coming in on the t'other side of the airfield. Oh, but we do, okay, we might as well, we'll hang out for this. Delta Flight 1104 from Atlanta.
Hey, Tower, Southwest 3422, just letting you know the...
This is going to be another 717 as we watch another freight train here. So, okay, that's a good way to end it. With a good old 717. The one we're about to see dates back to the year 2000. So not quite, doesn't quite qualify for our singers. I don't even know if they're here with us tonight. Look at this thing, this place coming to life as soon as I decide to say, we're done. We have a new subscriber. Welcome to you. I can't quite make out the name on our screen, but all subscribers are welcome. Help us grow our little channel.
So that's 4535, good day.
But the next big attraction is going to be it'll be our second 717 arrival of the night. And again, this is a twin-engined aircraft with the engines in the rear. And you may be more familiar with the design as a DC-9 or a MD-80 or MD-90. So the plane, the brightest light in the sky there to the right is the Delta 7 Boeing 717.
Southwest 3422, turn left, Mike 5, and what's the gate?
Gate 6.
That's right, Gavin Hamilton, a 717.
Roger, let's go, Mike Bravo 5 to 6. You can monitor ground point 75.
Mike Bravo 5 to 6, monitor Southwest 3422.
I don't know if I've ever seen a 717 over at DFW. I'm trying to remember if Delta ever flew those in there.
Can you actually runway 31 left, clear to land, wing calm. Southwest 7.
As we mentioned earlier, Delta the only domestic U.S. airline aside from Hawaiian to fly the 717 in this decade. I'm not sure if Hawaiian still flies them.
South 2635 tower, runway 31 right, clear to land, winds calm. Who's number 1 on the right?
It'll be Southwest 840.
Excuse me.
Alright, Southwest 840, Love Tower, RNAV, mirrors, running through and right, clear for takeoff, wing calm.
RNAV mirrors, 31 right, close to Southwest 840.
Reverse ops, who should know a thing or two about all things Hawaiian, says Delta, or Hawaiian still does fly the 717. I thought I read somewhere they were going to retire those, but maybe not yet. Okay, we've got 2 planes to take off. The first of which will be, when it gets its turn, Flight 49812 to Orlando, 737-800. But meanwhile, we're waiting on the arrival of Flight 716, also from Atlanta. This will be Southwest Airlines, of course, on a 737-800 on Runway DFW, live from Dallas Love Field after dark.
And 1 Roger, radar service terminated, change about the frequency for
Love Tower is at 543 at 288 and the visual.
543 Love Tower, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind calm. Southwest 840 contact, alongside departure today.
Good night, Southwest 840.
Southwest 716, turn right, Charlie 7, stay gate.
I turn Charlie 7, gate 15, Southwest 7.
My clothes are in the dryer. Great reason for liking this broadcast.
Charlie Delta to the gate and monitor tower, or monitor ground. Good night.
South 716, that actually is occupied. Just go ahead and get ground to call. Establish on Charlie for me, please.
We're going to establish on Charlie and touch ground, Southwest 716.
Raina says her aunt's flight may fly over Dallas Love Field. Her flight number is American Flight 3914. Well, I don't have my giant lens tonight, Raina, so I don't know if I'd be able to pick that up. I'm looking at it now. That plane is going to the west of us here, Raina, according to my map.
2635, turn left, Mike 5, take 8.
Mike 5 going to 3, Southwest 2635.
Roger, Mike Bravo 468, 3.
Mike Bravo 4, Bravo.
2161 right on F, very clear to take off.
So we take off 21 right on that very like that 21.
Exit 543, 1 departure, Friday, Bravo, taking the runway now.
543.
Southwest 1561, turn right, Charlie 7, take 8.
Right, Charlie 7 and gate 17, Southwest 1561.
All right,
We've got
Charlie Delta.
at least two flights coming in.
Looks like you might have one guy blocking your way, so you just wait for him.
All right, Charlie Delta is able to gate 17.
Yeah, we've got at least 2 flights ready to take off, so plenty of action to behold here late at night from the parking garage of Dallas Love Field. Looks like the 2 flights going out are on hold for the arrival of Flight 3208 from Fort Lauderdale, 737-700. Coming in over downtown Dallas. We're on the west side of Dallas Love Field tonight. Alex Diaz says, any flights from Puerto Rico? No, none here.
South 2167, contact Lone Star.
2167 going departure, good day.
Down to Charlie 7, gate 20, 328. All right, let's go Charlie, Foxtrot, Romeo, Delta to 20. Have a good night.
Charlie, Foxtrot, Romeo, Delta to 20, 328.
So here are the 2 planes in line to take off. First of which will be going to Orlando, 737-800. Behind it, a flight to Nashville, 737-700, flight 5110. But I believe they're still waiting because we have another arrival, which will be flight 4782, coming in from San Diego, 737-700. An extended edition of Runway DFW After Dark from Love Field.
Tower Air 1, we're south of Highway 30 at Loop 12, following that same vehicle headed northbound. Air 1 low tower, you're clear to enter the Bravo, Plymouth 3032, altitude engage 1,600, your radar contact.
Charlie 7 are going to 19 Southwest 4782.
Looks like they just taxied outbound. You can text gate 19 via Charlie Delta. Just line up behind your company there. They're all about to, dominoes about to go in effect.
Okay, Charlie Delta Southwest 4782, we'll monitor ground.
Well, right, I think the southern skies are clear for the moment, so we should.
981, thank you for your patience. RNAV, float, runway through and left, clear for takeoff.
Good for takeoff, 31 left, RNAV, float, 4981.
So 4981 flight Southwest going to Orlando is got the clearance to take off A, and we've got another Southwest plane heading our way from the terminal area. It'll be flight 1508 off to Austin, Texas, 737-700. I was kind of surprised
South 5110, RNAV, float, runway 31 left, clear for
that
takeoff.
the parking lot
Takeoff RNAV, float 31 left.
up here
5110.
is not as it's not as crowded, not even close to being crowded. I thought, being the week before Christmas, that it might be,
South 4981, contact Lone
but
Star.
Park South 491.
maybe I'm here a little too early for that. We have yet another plane coming up behind me, or it'll be passing in front of me, I should say. A flight to Lubbock, Texas. So, a little busy here for a little while.
Southwest 1508, RNAV Nolan, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, wing calm.
RNAV all down runway 31 left, clear for takeoff Southwest 1528.
Southwest
Brody
5110,
Roberts letting us know that he's almost done for school, with school this year, at least for this semester. With that caveat. Flight 1508 next to Austin, Texas. It's got to take off to the northwest here before it can make a big U-turn and head in the direction of the state capitol. So not an Airbus to be seen anywhere here. It's all Boeings all the time. Between the Southwest planes and even the
1508, contact Lone Star.
even the Delta plane was a Boeing.
4862, RNAV Nolan, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff, wing calm.
RNAV Nolan, 31 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4860.
Flight 4862 to Lubbock, Texas, a 737 MAX 8 is what you see there, making a turn on runway 31 left here at Dallas Love Field. And this may be the last one we... Is there another one behind it? I can't tell. I won't make any predictions at this point. Rohit says, at this point, I'll be here till the morning, and then the morning rush will begin. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to be pretty close to finishing up here. I see one more plane in the sky. Flight 140 from coming in from Tampa. I can't yet discern whether it's coming our way.
140 left out, runway 31 right, clear land, wind calm.
So I think flight 140, they said 31 right, that's the other runway. So there's a dot in the sky just above that yellow, that white car there. But I think that's going to be coming in over on the east side. So go back to our downtown shot. And I think we've about seen what we're going to see. Because things do after, it's after 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's almost 10:30. Things are going to be pretty much shutting down here pretty shortly. We welcome to Jonas Borges, who's our newest subscriber. Thank you, Jonas. And Johnny Dodge says, I'm beginning to wonder if we got a chase happening. You should see it on flight radar. That's usually involves a helicopter. And I'm looking around to see if I see a helicopter. I see one over on the east side of Dallas. Yeah, it's a Dallas police helicopter. Oh yeah, it's been going all over the place. It's going up Loop 12 to the east of us here, southeast of us where we are. Yeah, it's been making all sorts of... It does look like it's chasing somebody. Well, hopefully that will end without any serious incident. The next plane coming in from Tampa is vectoring over to the eastern side of the airfield. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. Okay. So we had one false ending a little while ago. It seemed, was it about 15 minutes ago, it seems now? But now we will engage in chat extravaganza. So let me once again thank our great moderators. Thank you to our members and our subscribers and to our viewers. Anybody who's hanging out with us today. And we'll see you again soon, probably Saturday. Watch our channel. Set your notification bells for our next broadcast. And so now we will flip us over to our chat extravaganza music stream. And we'll be back soon with you here on Runway DFW. Thanks for watching. And happy contrails to you until we meet again. Ah.
Southwest 140, turn left, Mike 5, Sig 8.
Mike 5, going to the west. Mike 5, 139.
All right, let's go Mike Bravo 4 to 9. You can monitor ground, 0.75 on the way in.
Hey, Mike Bravo 4.
To have a departure off 31 right straight out climbing, so you know.
Everyone roger that. Can you get that booth?
Let me try and get that.
Everyone roger.
I think you're low enough and far enough out. It's not going to be a factor. Southwest to 63 Love Tower. RNAV 2 meters, runway 3 on right, clear for takeoff, wind calm. And before you go, traffic on the upwind, low level VFR helicopter at the tower, about 3 miles upwind.
Alrighty, we're clear for takeoff, runway 31 right, RNAV mirrors. We take a look at that helicopter, Southwest 63.
Well, the way I've got things set up here, I don't think I can take anything more apart without putting us off the air. So here I am holding our little switcher in my hand, but I can't disconnect it from our audio mixer. So that'll do it for this. Did our chat extravaganza crawl go away, or did I ever put it in? How would you know what's going on if I didn't have that in there? Well, chat extravaganza has come to a close. We will be back soon here again on Runway DFW. Keep those notification bells switched on. Thanks for hanging out with us for this extra bit, and we will be back soon. Thanks for watching on Runway DFW. Yeah, it's still at the shop. My car is still at the shop.
The greatest jet prop airliner ever designed. Remco's Flying Fox, with real motor-driven jet prop engines. The giant cockpit with dual controls has room in it for 2 kids to control every action of the plane. In the air above the cockpit roars the mighty Flying Fox airliner. The engines are revved up separately from low to high speed. Hear that powerful jet sound get louder and louder as you rev her up. While flying, you retract the landing gear. You yourself make the plane climb, bank, dive, and turn in flight, while cockpit instruments keep you on course. For night flying, switch on the red and green wing lights and blink them. Kids, fly Remco's Flying Fox jet prop airliner for the greatest thrill of your lifetime. Only $14.98. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Fa la 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 la.
Well, we're now going to send you over to our friend Kevin at Airline Videos Live. So check that out, and until then, we'll see you next time, right here on Runway DFW.